All right, first and foremost, as you know, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Wawakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women, to the dead in Yahweh Shai also, and the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel, of course, none of this would even be possible. Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not.
This is John the Revelator, and he's bowing down to this angel because this angel in his eyes looks so glorious. So the first thing that he did was bow down to worship this angel. But this is what the angel said to him. Go ahead, bro.
And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren.
So he said, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren. So he's a servant just like we are. Who is he serving? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And he says, in your brethren. I'm one of the brothers, man. Just like the brothers down here doing the work in the flesh, it's the same with the angels, man, that are in them chariots, who everybody finds to be so spectacular and just unexplainable, calling them space aliens. Well, those quote-unquote space aliens are our brethren. They are our brothers, man, and they look out for us. They also serve us because they're looking out for us, man, making sure we don't stumble and fall into the pits of death constantly. There's times you don't know when death is breathing down your neck and an angel delivered you and you didn't even know it because the Lord delivered you from it. So you didn't even realize, or you wasn't aware that death was right there. You could have died and didn't even know what it was that could have killed you. Go ahead, up.
See thou did it not. I am thy fellow servant.
So no, don't worship me. Get up, man.
And
I'm just like you. Okay, go ahead.
And of thy brethren, that the testimony of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
And you ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Shai if you ain't prophesying. See, one of the biggest things to the scriptures is prophecy, saying things that are to come in the future. Okay? Now it's beautiful, the scriptures as a whole is beautiful. But the key things we got to focus on is judgment, mercy, and prophecy, man. Okay? And that's the time we're in. We're in the time of prophecy. We're living out prophecy. You see two men out here, we're reading the scriptures. This is prophetic. This was bound to happen because the Lord said here in these last days, he would raise up the tribes of Jacob, man.
And the word will reach all four corners of this planet.
And it's happening right now. Okay, and what we're doing, we're prophesying. Matter of fact, touch on Mark 16 and 15, and then we'll get back to that.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 15. And he said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature.
And that's what we're doing. We're preaching the gospel to every creature, which means what? The word is getting out throughout all the earth, man. All these people see what's going on. And even if their windows are rolled up and they haven't heard the message we're speaking currently, they've been marked. Okay? As I like to put it, the street is like one big conveyor belt. And when these people lay their eyes on us or they drive by us, it's like them being scanned and hit with that mark. And that mark is either going to be destruction or the Lord is going to lead them to this truth. The Lord might put it in their mind. I think I've seen some guys like that on YouTube one day. I need to look more into that. Then who knows, they might get led into the truth. But most of the time, these people are being sealed. All these people are sealed for destruction right now, man. All these people are going to die, more than likely, because they're not seeking for the Lord while he may be found. And we're out here pushing this word, man. People drive by, they see us as a spectacle, but they're not trying to see what we're talking about. Maybe we have something that can benefit them. But in their eyes, if we ain't selling lemonade and giving out free T-shirts
or free food,
free food.
Jake, they love free food. Let it be a barbecue out here. They first people pull over. Let me get a plate.
Yeah, or have some women on the side of us.
Oh yeah,
with their titties hanging out.
That
man.
too.
Cheerleading for us. That will draw people to us, man. But the word itself, that ain't good enough. But we're prophesying to every creature, whether you listen or not. You see us. So that's the same level as someone who heard us. If you see us or you've heard us, you've been marked. And you better hope you're marked to be delivered. So let's touch back on that Revelations 19:10. So we're prophesying to every creature, man. Hell, even a damn ant that we can't see can hear us talking right now, man. You got a spider chilling somewhere that can hear us, man. These birds out here looking at us, man.
Yep.
Every creature. But it starts with Israel. Go ahead, Al.
The book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See, thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua. Worship God, for the testimony of Hamashiach Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
And that shows you a lot of people in that Catholic religion, they go off because they actually worship angels. But in their mind, the angels look like little babies with shriveled up rods, man. Okay?
I never got that.
Yeah, it's weird, but that just shows you these devils are pedophiles, man.
Exactly.
They have that sick mentality. But you're not supposed to worship the angels. Okay? Now you can give reverence, you can say thank you, but you give glory and honor, you praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? Even the angels like, hey, only praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I'm one of the brothers, man. He's no different than a brother you see in the flesh who has to take a shower just to keep his hygiene up, who has to comb out his hair just to keep it looking right. Okay, he's no different than the angelic brothers, except they're not in these earthly bodies, man. Because at one time, we were just like them. A lot of people don't understand the elect are a special group of men because they were actually, at the beginning, before, the heavens and the earth were created, they were creating with Yahweh Shai, man. And here they are in this body, okay, wherever they may be on earth, catching hell, man. And their creation that they helped to create. So we're one of the angels. Let's touch on Revelations 14:6. In order for us to be brethren with the angels, we would have to be considered angels ourselves.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people.
Oh, that's 14:6?
Yeah, 14:6.
Keep going.
Saying with a loud voice, Fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of wrath of her fornication. And
that's not the one I need.
It happened.
See if I can find it.
Speaking of that, I know if the brothers or the people that ain't brothers, if you just tune in to watch to get some information, or you just come across it by chance, if y'all don't see that there's a possible civil war about to emerge here in what y'all call America, but what the Bible, what the gospel refers to as Babylon, either you're blinded because the Most High has said that you should be blinded and ordained that, or the only other explanation I can say is you're a fool.
That's right, man.
And that's damn near the same thing.
Oh, let's just go to we'll hold that. Hopefully
and only do that when we're out here.
Second Peter's 2:2. We'll take it before.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Keep going.
And through covetousness shall they defame words, make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, their damnation slumbereth not. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into the chains of darkness.
Okay, right there. That's the point. So if the Most High didn't spare the angels that sinned, cast them down into chains of darkness.
Here.
Yeah, that's here. Those chains of darkness is these bodies. All right? The angels that watch us, that are in these chariots, okay, they're not in these bodies. We're in these bodies. That's the only difference between us and them, is we've been enslaved in this flesh. So what you gotta understand, the elect men didn't choose to come down here.
Who would?
The Most High made them. He chose who was going to come down here out of all the angelic angels. Okay? And the ones that he chose to come down here, you see the men in this truth right now, prophesying and preaching the word. Okay? Now they're down here in these chains of darkness. Now when you go back to the time of Adam and Eve, Adam was actually a nation of people. Matter of fact, touch on Genesis, I think it's 5. Try 5 and 1. It's either 5 and 1 or 6 and 1. But Adam was a nation of people. They were known as the sons of God. Okay? But we fell because we sinned. It started with Eve and Adam hearkening to the voice of his wife. Okay? That was really the beginning of our fall. Because even back then, it wasn't destined for us to live this short life and to have to deal with our women bickering and to have to deal with death and things like that. Okay? But ultimately, the Most High made it to where he said, you know what? I'm going to make you go down there, put you in these bodies. I'm going to make you go off. So it wasn't a choice that we were cast down into these chains of darkness. That was the Lord's will to say, I'm going to put you in these bodies along with the rest of these people. Okay? But you're going to do my will while you're going through that hell that you're in. Okay?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 5, verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man in the likeness of God, made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them and called them their name. Adam, in the day when they were created, and Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth.
So the point's been hit. So the nation of Adam, that consists of male and female. Adam was not just one man. Okay? And not only that, when Cain slew his brother Abel, okay, Cain was hit with the mark of leprosy. For what? That way, if anyone saw Cain, they wouldn't slay him. Which would mean what? There were other people. Who could Cain flee from if there were no one else, if there was no one else to flee from? That wouldn't make any sense, man. So the Lord put that mark upon Cain to pretty much keep his seed line here. Because if judgment would have been brought upon Cain, okay, prophecies would not have been fulfilled in where we are right now. Okay? So at the end of the day, the Adamites, they were known as the sons of God. We were the angels that sinned, because after we came into these bodies, shortly after, sin came into the world through our women. But it started with Eve. Okay? So now let's touch back on 2 Peter 2 and 4.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains.
So he casted us down. So before we even had the ability to sin, when we were in the heavens, the Lord cast us down into these chains. He handpicked which angels in the heavens in the celestial realm who were going to come down here, okay, and be the prophets, man. And he also chose other Israelite spirits who were lesser spirits to play out the 2/3 and everyone else, because they're angels too, man. Okay, but right now, the Lord isn't focused on them. He's focused on the elect angels, okay? And he didn't spare us just because he has a favored group within the nation of Israel. Because we sin, he afflicts us and chastens us just like he would any other Israelite. Okay, go ahead.
For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Let's touch on Jude 1:6. And Noah, he symbolized the elect. Today you have 144,000 Noahs, man. Okay, and the rest of you people outside of the great multitude that are going to be joined unto the elect, they're going to be wiped out in whatever judgment the Lord has set forth. And the ultimate supreme judgment being swimming in that lake of fire. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, verse 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness.
What was our first estate? Man, at one time we were celestial beings, man. But the Lord placed us here on this earth. And while being here, we fell into sin. And then through that sin came death. Okay? Go ahead, Al.
And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
So you got angels right now who are trapped in these bodies. Okay? If you try to jump up, you come back down because what Esau calls gravity. Really, that's because the Most High enslaved you in this body. The angels, they're not bound by gravity. They're not bound by the laws of physics, man. You're only bound by the law of physics when you're in these chains of darkness. Okay? That's why we have to be changed. That's why you might, feel like you can do certain things, but your body says, Your mind's telling you can do it, but your body's like, no, you can't do it. Because you're in these chains of darkness, man. You're enslaved to these bodies. But we are angels. So again, going back to the beginning, the angels are our brothers because we ourselves are angels. But we're the fallen angels. The fallen angels are not demons that were in heaven singing in a choir, and Satan decided to speak against, as you will call God, and took a band of angels with them and said, you know what, we're just going to go to hell together and take over the earth. And
had some kind of weird ass contrived mutant.
yeah, you're right. And you know what? It's kind of easy to believe when you're young and dumb. When you mature, you got to think for yourself, man. If you're 12 years old and by the time you 22, 23, and you really haven't looked into things, something's wrong with you. Because before I was led to the truth, I had heard about the Illuminati and things like that. Okay, and the fallen angels being demons. And I believed it. I ain't gonna lie, I believed it, man. So I'm not gonna say you're a complete idiot for believing that the fallen angels are demons. But at the same time, you're a complete idiot for believing that after being told the truth. The fallen angels are the Israelite men, starting with the elect. Okay, the angels are messengers. The word angel means messenger. Okay, go ahead, Al.
And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under the darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Isaiah 42:7. So we're going to be in these bodies when we see that judgment come. We just hope not to be in these bodies when everyone else is being destroyed and dissolved away. Okay? With the rest of the elements. Those missiles are going to be so hot, it's literally going to burn up oxygen. Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 7. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sat in darkness out of the prison house.
Now the prison house is really, it's multifold. It goes into Babylon, okay? Literal prison houses, the prison system here, but the body that you're in, man. The body that you're in is a prison. we have to be delivered out of these bodies. Okay? The singer Prince, he lived a pretty, wealthy life, man. Pretty successful. And his end, he was found dead in front of an elevator. Well, autopsies or whatever was showing that he actually had HIV, I think it was. Now here it is. He's living this extreme lifestyle. He has it all at his fingertips, but he couldn't find the cure for HIV. Okay? Now I say that to say this. We are in these bodies that even money can't fix everything that can go wrong with these bad boys, man.
Hope.
So we got to be changed. We got to get out of here. Anything can happen in these bodies, man. You can hear about people losing body parts. Another body part ain't gonna grow like when you're a little baby and you lose a tooth and another tooth comes and replaces it. Hell, even after your teeth come in as an adult, you lose those. Shit, you just gotta get implants and just deal with it, So you can lose an arm, a leg here. Like, these bodies are very weak. That's why we gotta put our faith in the Lord. Okay? Don't put faith in man. But us being the fallen angels, we need deliverance. We need to be changed so we can go back to our angelic state where we was originally with the rest of our brothers who are looking down at us like, man, I'm so glad I ain't down there. But the scriptures also tell you the angels actually, in a way, wish they were down here. Because the angels, they're not seeking through the scriptures. That's our job. Their job is to watch after us and to do things that the Lord has them do in the background. Our job is to bring out the scriptures, man. They're not doing that. And they want to. They actually desire to bring out the scriptures, man. The scriptures tell you that. Go ahead,
To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house.
One more time, sorry.
Okay. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house.
And remember, we just read earlier about the chains of darkness. Okay, in these bodies, you're sitting in darkness, man. Because these bodies are able to commit all sorts of sin, man. Your spirit has to tell your body no, man. Your mind will try to have you thinking things that ain't even you, because that's them demons playing on your body, man, playing on your weakness. And your weakness is what? The body you're in. This whole body is weak. Okay? You got to tell yourself not to commit adultery. Not because the bitch don't look good, but because you know it's against the scriptures and you know you wouldn't want that to be you.
True.
Okay? You got to put yourself under a certain subjection because you're in darkness dwelling in these bodies. You constantly got to check yourself.
Prove a point. Remember what I had to call and ask you about last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, situation like that.
Speak on it briefly, man.
I've had somebody I used to deal with, and they were calling, trying to link make a meeting between them and a relative of mine, and the person I used to deal with deals with an associate that I know, and he's a man, and obviously it's her man. And I said, yeah, I don't know about that, let me get back to you. I just even checked with my aunt right here. I asked, bruh, this sounds kind of fishy to me. Would you do it? Don't even tempt yourself. Is that not what
That's
you're
right.
Don't even tempt yourself.
Don't tempt yourself. And it's messed up here because, brothers have had women they've had in the past, and you might have some you kind of think about from time to time, like, damn, she was kind of a good one. I kind of missed that. But then it's so messed up here, she's with another man. So you can't deal with her if she's with another man, even if you already had her. That is adultery. That's why Yahweh Shai said, this sinful and adulterous generation, he was speaking of right now, because all these women have been popped. After a certain age, you're not going to find no virgin. So if you pop a woman and she's not a virgin, guess what? You just committed adultery. But again, what else are you going to do? Not pop any women at all? See, we're put in a situation where we have to depend on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because these chains of darkness, man, they're tempted with evil everywhere.
Yep.
Now, the Lord didn't say, because all these women, they've been popped, he didn't make it so difficult where he said you can't deal with them. He gave us mercy, okay? But you got to make sure she's not dealing with the man currently. So in this brother's situation, if that was to happen and she wasn't dealing with the man currently, cool.
Yeah,
cool
and that's the point I want to make too right there. Not that I'm prideful or saying that anything like that. In my mind state, I'm already putting on the brakes. You hit me up and trying to talk secretly this is going on. I'm not that kind of person. I've never, even before I walked into the truth. If I was with somebody, I don't want nobody else trying to holler at them, and I never intentionally did that myself either. So
go to Sirach 21:2, bro. Let's speak on that just for a brief second.
yeah,
Because temptation is heavy, man. Again, being in these chains of darkness, one of your main fights, being yourself, comes with temptation.
said 22 in.
Matter of fact, read verse 1 first.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 22, verse 1. A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out his disgrace.
And no one wants to deal with no slothful man. Okay? And a slothful man is not going to want to come out here and do this work. A slothful man is not going to take heed to the words that we're bringing out. He's too lazy to put his body under subjection. Okay? He's too lazy to work with his hands to get a paycheck, so he wants to go out here and sell all sorts of witchcraft to his own people. Even selling it to a heathen is going on, man. Okay? That's a slothful man. Go ahead.
A slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out to his disgrace.
What verse is that?
That's verse
Sirach 21:2?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
A slothful man is compared to the filth of a dunghill. Every man that takes it up will shake his hand.
I wonder if that's, I'm trying to think if this is verse 12. You're in 22, bro. It's 21.
Okay. I thought you said 22.
No, 21.
All right, my
21
fault.
and 2.
It's like
But you can start with 1.
this is the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 1. My son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sins.
So we're going to go off. But the key is to make sure you don't keep going off. This is where people abuse the Lord's mercy. Yeah, he's forgiving. So I can do this 100 more times and just pray about it later on. Dip my head in some water like I'm bobbing for apples and then go back to my adultery on Monday. That's not how it works. You repent, and your job is to make sure you don't do it no more, man. And the Lord is looking at the intent of man. He understands you're not perfect. But if in your mind you commit sin and your thoughts is like, shit, fuck it. You know, I ain't perfect. What can I do about it? Just keep doing it, I guess. The Lord gonna kill you. But if you sin and you being hard on yourself, like, man, I hate when I do that. I can't stand that, man. I really want to stop. Lord, please help me. I don't know why I do it. The Lord can seek a way of finding mercy upon you. That don't mean he ain't gonna whoop your ass for it.
Yep.
Okay? But he'll have mercy upon you if that be his desire, if he made you to be of his way. Go ahead.
My son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sins. Flee,
Here's the point.
flee from sin, as from the face of the serpent.
Flee from sin. Flee from temptation. Okay? Look, man. I've had to turn down some cold ones, man.
I know, I've
You
seen
know what I'm saying?
I've seen
I've had to turn down some cold ones because none of these women are worth being destroyed, man.
hell no.
Okay? I've had some badass women that want to get with me, and they got men. And it's like, no, I can't do it. I don't even take it no further, man. And really, it's not even difficult not to do it. But sometimes it gets a little old because as a man, you naturally have that oomph, especially when you're in your prime.
Like I can conquer this shit.
Yeah, like I could conquer this. You still have that spirit of sexual warfare. You know, you want to pull out the sword and go stab some stuff, man.
Yep.
You know, that's part of being a man. But a lot of these women already have men. But you gotta flee from temptation. If you're a man, you can't control your desires. The best place for you may not be at the bar where there's a bunch of women you know they got men. Or at some club, which that's even stupider. Niggas getting shot and killed over dumb shit, but you at a club full of women who committing adultery, got a man at home, they about to get a train ran on them by some strangers. Yeah, hey, Facebook, all that stuff, man. Okay, you got women on Instagram. Okay? It's crazy out here, but we're surrounded by temptation. Because why, again, we're those angels that are in these chains of darkness. We got to flee from sin. Okay, if you feel like a woman's dealing with a man, if something in your conscience is saying, I don't know, flee from that bitch, man. I don't care if you're looking at her like, man, she a cold catch. The Lord will bless you, I promise you. He'll give you a cold one. Matter of fact, There's been a few just within the past month I had to pass up, and it seems like when you pass up and you do the Lord's will, the Lord just make women feel you, man. Naturally, because the Lord control these bitches. Really, although he gave them over to Satan, ultimately the Lord control these bitches, man.
Hell.
If you a dude and your focus is women all the time, the Lord gonna block you from these bitches, because like your desires in the wrong place.
Can I not to go off, but you just made an excellent point, bro. What my brother just said, I ignored, and it's like, hey man, I'm staying away from that shit. But everybody has to work. Every man has to work. I work too. There's a chick at my work, and the Most High knows every one of our tastes.
Yeah, he do.
Oh my goodness. And her, I'm talking about. And then the fact that and keep in mind, you're not supposed to make marriages with Esau, but you can have concubines.
I mean, typically it is marriage, because you know sex is marriage.
Yeah.
But you ain't supposed to be, throwing
God,
together
no.
some huge family gathering. You get your family, she gets her family.
Yeah, I
you're
ain't doing
having a
no
celebration
shit.
memorial.
I'm not doing no shit like that. It's just that one like that has came into my into I don't know how to say it, suggestion box or whatever. But anyway, she's dealing with me now, and she's all proportions, everything I like, and I feel like that's the Most High saying, see, I told you you had to worry about this. She wasn't doing no
all you
good
gotta
anyway.
do is wait. The Lord got you, man. Man, the Lord just showed me a cold one just some days ago. It's a chick I used to deal with, man. Bitch cold. I ain't even pursue her. But I got an appointment coming up, and I'm gonna end up seeing her again for a dentist. You know what I'm saying? And maybe not. I might speak to her, I might not. Because you know why? We the prize. She ain't the prize. I don't give a damn how fine she is. She fine. She an Issacharite. She fine, man. But you know what? The Lord, he called you.
Tribe? With the
Yeah,
tribe,
he-
too. That's the best thing, when you got them with the tribe.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's touch on one more on the topic of temptation. Let's touch on Matthew 26 and 4. And then we'll jump back. Which it all ties hand in hand with the lesson, actually. You know?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 4. You said 4, right?
Yeah.
Slack. And consulted that they might take Hamashiach Yahushai by subtlety and kill him. That don't sound right.
Keep going.
But they said, not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar among the people. Now, when Hamashiach Yahushai was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box.
Okay, yeah, that's not the one. Go to James 1 and 13. My bad, bro. Yeah. There is one in Matthew. It might have been 24 or something, but we'll just keep the spirit rolling.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
So if the Most High put a woman in front of you and she got everything that you like, you like a woman with some big old balloons, man. She got the balloons. You like a woman with some nice thighs, man. She got the thighs out,
Got a big old
all
rump.
smooth. Yeah, you might be a man. You into the badonkadonk. She got that too. She got her toes looking nice. You like a woman with some decent features, some nice features. You know what I'm saying? You might be a man. You like a woman with her eye pattern, like how her eyes are shaped. You might be in the eyes. Anything, man. She right in front of you, and you thinking, "Come on, Lord, she's right in front of me. How you gonna do this to me? You know what I like. I guess that means you want me to pop her in. Because I know she got a man, but you keep showing her to me. I think this is a sign from God that I need to pop her, man."
Wow. Niggas think that's some wicked shit. You're a wicked person if you just combine the Most High with going off on some adultery shit.
Hey, the Most High knows my heart. You know what I'm saying?
You mean your mind, your brain, your wicked shit?
Yeah, exactly.
And niggas will do that.
Read that again, bro. Take it through 13 through 15.
13 to 15. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
You know why he doesn't tempt you? He uses Satan for that. He's not going to be the one to tempt you personally. That's not his duty. He created things for that. He don't got to do nothing really, man. Yahweh just sit on the throne and use all his creation to do everything he wants. If he wants somebody to laugh for him, hey, laugh for me. That shit was funny. Guess what? You better fucking laugh for him, man. That's the power he is, man. He don't need to tempt you. He don't need to tempt me. He's not going to. So if we ever fall into temptation, don't ever think for a second, oh, that must have been the Lord. That was Satan, man. and you fell for the okie doke. Okay? And Satan knows our weaknesses, man. He sees the women you've dealt with. He knows you and who you was in your past lives, man. He knows more about you than you do. Okay? He knows what prophet you were in the past. Okay? You got to understand who we fighting against, man. We fighting against Satan, the man who's been walking this earth going all the way back to the time of Adam and Eve, man. Tempted Yahweh Shai, all the great men before us, and tempting us here today. You don't think he know you? He got an idea how to get you. That's why we gotta stay prayed up.
He got your number.
No, he got your number.
He did his homework on you.
He got your address,
Everything.
everything about you. Go ahead,
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away his own lust and enticed. Then, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
So it's that lust. It's when you get drawn away by your own desire. You're not thinking on the Lord. You're not asking the Lord, please just get this woman off my thoughts. Because see, look, you're in a society where everything plays on your subconscious. You might see a woman walking, and she might have a man. You wasn't even trying to check her out. You just happened to glance, and your brain instantly saw her whole figure. Just like that. You weren't even trying to. Now that's in your thoughts. Now it's time for you, hey, pray to the Lord. Lord, please get that out of my thoughts. She got a man. Lord, you know I ain't trying to do all that. You got to pray instantly. Because if you allow that thought to linger there and you ain't trying to fight it, you might end up falling into temptation. Or you might end up, getting so hot in the pants. It's to the point now, it's like, man, I ain't really getting it like that. I'm to the point, I'm desperate, man. Whoever gonna give it up, I'm willing. So you see a woman with her man and she keep checking you out, hey, that's my first pray right there.
That's why.
You gotta pray, man.
That's why I'm glad. My thing I was talking about, where I see, while we were at work, she just said, I ain't got no man, talking to another coworker, I ain't got no man, me and him broke up about 2-3 months ago. And I'm like, bro, you should have seen the face I made. I was gonna watch it.
Rejoicing. But see, that's how a righteous man think. Only a nigga or a niggard, he ain't gonna worry about if she got a man or not.
Oh, no.
He ain't gonna worry about if it's his homeboy's woman. It can be his damn brother's woman. It can be his dad's woman. The men of this world, if they want a woman bad enough, his whole concern is popular. I don't give a damn whose feelings get hurt. I don't care whose woman it belongs to. I'm just trying to get my desire off, because read that scripture again, bro. And then we'll push on.
But every man is tempted when he is drawn away from his own lust and enticed.
Your own lust draws you away. You see something you like, so you being enticed by it instead of trying to fight, you basically just loosen yourself up to it. Like, I like what I'm seeing though. Okay, next thing you know, you falling into sin. You can't keep your eyes off her. Every time you look at her, she looking at you. Y'all locking eyes. It just seems every time you look at her, she just looking at you. And you see her man always looking another way. Next thing you know, you walk by her, she might slide you the number. You're like, oh shit, she gave me the digits. But she bad though, I know I shouldn't do it. See, Satan can do that to you, man. Satan can hit you up and have you feeling good about some wickedness, man. But that's because you're being drawn away from your own lust. And you're gonna die lest ye fight that desire. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Al.
Then, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Now, let's touch on 1 Corinthians 15 and 52. So let's go back to what we were on before. So here, being in these bodies, we can sin. We can be tempted, all these things. That's why we have to be changed, so that we can be perfect. We don't have to worry about this shit no more. You got it?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised, incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
So this is at the last trumpet. Right now, we're between the 6th and the 7th trumpet. So we're in the transition period. But when that final trumpet go off, by that time, hey, guess what? You're going to have a new body if you be one of the elect. And it's going to be in the blink of an eye. Okay? It's going to be a quick flash in the eyes of these people when they see you go up into the air. It's not going to be like they're just holding their jaw and they're just watching you ascend into the air in slow motion. When they actually see these, how you doing, man? When they actually see you ascend into the air, okay, they're gonna actually blink their eye and you just gone. By the time they open their eyes back up, you flash and you gone like Flash, man. Okay? In the twinkling of an eye, in the blink of an eye. Okay? In less than a split second. We gonna be changed if we be those men. And these bodies are going to be no more. So that guy you look at in the mirror, you trying to make sure you still got your looks going on, still trying to make sure you handsome for the ladies or however you feel. That's not even the real you, man. The Lord got a whole nother body for you. Alright? But we're gonna have the spiritual powers. If you want to have your old body like just put inside of a hey, what do you call those one tanks, man? Like when you be watching those science and sci-fi films, it'd be like a gigantic water tank and like a human body in it or some shit.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we're gonna have power so heavy. If you want to have your old body there, just as a representation of your final form, you're gonna be able to do that. But you're gonna have a whole new body, man. The scriptures even tell you we're gonna see Yahushai's body when he got put on the cross and beat, man. We're gonna mourn and cry, man, because we're not actually aware of how bad he got beat. He was beaten so bad, his bones were showing, man. It wasn't like he was just beat and he just had some bruising. Look, putting some holes in your body, man, that's not a light thing. On top of that,
give an example. I don't think even with the shit that I always talk about this. Emmett Till.
Yeah.
You think Emmett got his ass whooped? Shit, that ain't nothing on what Yahushua had to go through.
It's nothing on what Yahushua went through at all, man. And even when you fathom that, bro, that shit is humbling, man. That's humbling because he did that for a nation of people that the majority don't even give a damn. But it's so brilliant because that's how the Most High made it. This was all a deal made in the heavens. Again, going back to the celestial realm. This was a deal made in the heavens. Yahushua knew before he came down here what it was going to be because they helped to pretty much conversate and commune this whole idea. But anyways, go ahead,
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised, incorruptible, we shall be changed. For this hold on. Go back. We were in 1 Corinthians
15, it was like 53 or something like that.
52.
You
I
might
hate it
look
when
off.
I hate it when it hits that. It was 53. For this corruptible must be put on incorruption.
So now we're in a corruptible body. We got to put on incorruption. We got to become immortals, man. We got to go back to our old form, that celestial form. Before the Most High sent us down here in these chains of darkness, and then we sinned, and then not only did we sin, that brought forth death. Go ahead.
For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
A small chariot, right? Well, it's not small, but it looks small because it's so far away. But just right there, gleaming by itself.
I can't see it.
If you look on the middle of a building, I'm gonna break it down into quarters, right? That's 25, 50, 75, 100. At about the 50 mark on top of the building.
I just seen the flash.
Right there. See it?
I just seen the flash too.
That's beautiful, man.
Bruh. And I know you said like it does happen. We're doing the work and we always look up to see if a chariot's there, and they probably like, man, if you niggas don't get back to work, this is a distraction.
Yeah, quit being distracted, man. Yeah, we talked about that, man. Go ahead,
Can't help it.
Matter of fact, touch on Matthews 1 and 8.
It's like can't help it, man.
Because we get distracted. We see them in the form of like a little star. Imagine when they actually appear, man. Imagine when they show their form.
I might have a heart attack.
Man, if the Lord ain't with you, you're going to have a heart attack. The Lord got to be with you.
That's right. I know. 1 and 8. I don't know if that's the right one.
Read it.
And Asa beget Josaphat.
No, that's Matthew 1 and 8?
Matthew 1 and 8.
Try John 1 and 8. That's why we got to get them new bodies, man. The word's going to be in us. Hey, what is that, man? Okay, Acts 1 and 8.
Acts 1 and 8.
I have to get one. Acts 1 and 8.
Shall receive the power. but ye shall receive power.
Yeah, that's it.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 1, verse 8. But ye shall receive power after that Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witness unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
So Yahweh Shai was beamed up into a chariot in front of them. Now this is what they were doing as this was happening. Go ahead.
And while they looked steadfastly toward the heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
And these were two angels. Go ahead.
Which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Why stand ye gazing up at the heavens, man? Go ahead.
This same Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
So here it is. The angels is like, look, you making this a big deal. Why you gazing up like that? The same way you see him leaving is the same way he gonna come back. And here we are gazing up at the chariots, and they look like stars right now. An angel probably looking down like, man, you gazing up at the heaven like, man, just wait till we actually show up.
And they're never in the same place. Never in the same place.
Sometimes they are, but yeah, a lot of times they move, and another one just popped up right there.
I can't see this far away. I gotta get my glasses clean.
So if you look, you see that thing on top of the building?
Yeah.
It might be like a fan or something. Right above that fan on top of that building.
Yes.
See?
It's a ways away.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
So here it is. They were gazing up at the heavens, and you got to think, man. They probably had their mouth wide open, like, whoa. Probably had drool coming down their beard and shit, looking all stupid. And the angel's like, look, the same way you looking at him leave is the same way he gonna come back. What you making a big deal for, man? And these are the angels, because this is their way of life. This is how they doing it in the celestial realm. Okay? Go ahead, Art.
Again. And look while they looked steadfastly toward the heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
And that's beautiful, man. So just like we were reading about being changed in the twinkling of an eye, that was Yahweh Shai ascending into the chariot the same way that we are. But as he was ascending, he didn't ascend and get changed in the blink of an eye. They actually saw him ascend into that chariot, was able to see it with their eyes. There wasn't no blink of an eye, then he disappeared. They saw him go up. And as he's elevating into the air, they're gazing up into the air, so the angels had to check him, man. So, harping on what me and the brother be doing, you know, I be telling the brother all the time, hey, man, it's a chariot right there. Look, man, da-da-da. We'll be gazing, okay? But at the same time, we should be watching. We should be looking. It's beautiful, all right? It's not like, to them it's a big deal. To us, that's a big deal, though, you know? Being here in this carnal flesh. Let's touch on Ezekiel, I think it's 40:3.
This is the book of
We'll
Ezekiel.
bring out a few more.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 40, and verse 3. And he brought me thither, and behold, there was a man whose appearance was like the appearance of brass.
This is speaking of an angel. So this angel was as the appearance of brass, which means what? He would be considered a so-called black man if he was here on earth today. Okay? So the angels are melanated. So to harp on earlier, we brought out Revelations 19:10, how the angel said he is of our fellow brethren. He's a servant just like we are. Okay? They're also brown skinned. They're not Edomite looking babies, man. Okay? With their rods hanging out. That's against the scriptures, man. You're supposed to cover your nakedness. The same way you're supposed to avoid sin, man. Okay? You gotta let that shit resonate? Why would they want to show you a damn baby in the form of an angel with his rod showing? That's pedophilia, man. Okay? Because you got guys who get off on that. You got men in this world who get off on that. Okay? That's why when you're dealing with them Catholics, man, you looking at the Pope like he's this mighty great man. He's a damn pedophile, man. And they be blowing the rods on little children to circumcise them. They circumcise them with their teeth, man. Okay? And there's been reports of babies catching herpes, man.
Wow.
Because they basically getting fellatio by these damn devils, man. The angels are big buff black men, so-called black men. And they carry swords, man. All right? They look perfect. If you saw them, you see something that was horrible looking and very handsome, man. They're perfect. Okay? Read that again, huh?
And he brought me thither, and behold, there was a man whose appearance was like the appearance of fine brass, with a line of flax, and his hand had a measuring reed, and he stood in the gate.
Points been hit. 2nd Ezra 13 and 29. So the angels, man, they're melanated. They're not Edomite looking people, man. They're celestial beings with melanin. Okay?
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Speaking of the elect, who are here in these chains of darkness, who are appointed to be delivered and pretty much go back to their old habitat. Go back to those angelic bodies, man. This time, to not have to deal with being sent down here to sin ever again and then be subject to death, and our women committing adultery, our women being out of order, our brothers looking at us like they want to kill us, man, trying to rob you because they feel like you got a little more than them or a lot more or whatever the case. Okay? That shit's gonna go away, man, when we get changed. It's gonna be a whole different way of life, man. Jealousy's gonna be done away with, man. Looking at your brother with an evil eye and pretending to show love, that shit's gonna be a thing of the past, man. And anyone living like that, you ain't gonna make it on them chariots anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure about to say
Matter of
that.
fact, hold that thought. Get Jeremiah 7 and 10.
Nigga, your ass gonna be burnt to that.
It's not even a crisp. What do you call that if you powder?
Powder.
Powder and wax.
Hell,
like
even wax. Because even the scriptures say the Most High gonna melt you.
Nigga, there's no
Fire don't melt people.
Yeah. there
Fire
ain't no
alone.
crisp. There ain't no crisp to that.
No,
your
there
ass
ain't,
gonna
man.
be wax.
Man, that's crazy.
And you said Jeremiah.
7 and 10.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 10.
It might be 17 and 10.
17 and 10, and come to stand before. Okay, 17 and 10.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways.
So he searches your mind. So even the things you think you're getting away with, man, the Most High all through your thoughts, man. He know every little thought you thought of, even the thoughts you forgot you thought of, man. He know all that, period. So you can't be out here. Go ahead, Oscar.
No. I keep interrupting. Go ahead.
No, you ain't really, go ahead. I'm fine, bro. You can talk, man.
I'm just telling. And if you ain't, and
This look like-
whatever little thing is thought, and you know it ain't right, that goes through your head, you ain't asking for repentance. You better be thinking back and say, Most High, Yahweh, my shit, please forgive me.
Yeah.
Please forgive me. Keep
Because
my
you got to
thoughts pure.
remember, it's not always you. Your thoughts are being tempted by the devil, man. So although, yeah, it's your thoughts, it seems like it's you, but those are evil spirits trying to have you feeling things that really aren't even you thinking it, man. So that's why you got to be careful what you think. That's why the Most High said he's searching out your thoughts. You're fine. You're good. I appreciate that. I'm good. How are you? Checking my sign out? It's about the 12 tribes of Israel. So we're out here teaching the Bible and teaching about who the Israelites are and why they need to repent.
Oh, repent. I've been baptized twice.
How you been baptized? Touch on Ephesians 5. No, this is the Bible.
Ephesians 5
We don't do
and
it around here. Try 28.
I go by the second
Well-
basically, based
So you're a believer in terms of the Bible?
Loyalty, trustworthiness, being a good citizen.
Hold on. So you got that
Trust
up?
me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And you just know how to
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure he has what the
5:28.
scripture that I wanted, and then I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians,
And understand the lady.
chapter 5, verse
Don't you guys understand the lady? You asked me a question about
Okay, Proverbs 84.
So,
Okay.
it's for...
But you got to show a sign of humility because we live in a world where you women are held on the level that the Most High didn't put you. This
No.
world put you there.
No.
Adam was made before Eve. So first of all,
So I'm
you
just-
subject yourself to the will of the Most High.
Where am I going?
Go ahead,
I'm going top to top.
You're gonna be destroyed. Most High gonna destroy you. Get out of here.
Right.
You know what?
Most High, you know what?
The wicked shall
Get your
flee.
little delicate, evil ass voice somewhere.
Yeah.
You ain't deceiving me with that. You evil.
The
You
wicked
ain't
shall
right.
flee and no man shall follow.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is the sons of men. O you
His
sinners.
voice is to the sons of men. He ain't dealing with you women.
You treat your mom like that?
My mother is wicked. If she don't repent, she gonna be destroyed just
No.
like you.
Mine too.
I love my mother, but you know what? She's gonna repent, or she's gonna be judged just like you if you're an
And
Israelite.
you know what? I'm going up top. I'm not.
You ain't going nowhere but to the pit of death. Unless ye repent being an Israelite,
So
which
you
you may
get
not
to
be.
judge me, not
Go ahead,
judge.
read that again.
Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is the sons of men.
His voice is to the sons of men. He ain't dealing with you. All right, you need to learn to shut the hell up when a man speaks.
Keep thy foot.
Right?
It says that.
Hey, that's right, man.
What?
Matter of fact, you get that in Ecclesiastes 5:1. Just go. You're nothing. You mean nothing. Go.
See, we ain't following you. We ain't chasing you. The wicked shall flee and no man shall follow. Ecclesiastes 5:1. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter
Just
5,
go, woman. You're
verse
embarrassing
1.
yourself.
Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God,
You gonna be judged. Believe that.
and be more ready to hear than to give sacrifice or the sacrifice of fools.
And what's the sacrifice of a fool?
What she
Babbling, running out the goddamn mouth, and the only thing you got to say is showing proof that you're wicked and you need to be wiped off the face of the earth. Okay? The Most High is keeping it simple and basic. You're gonna respect the word or neglect the word. If you neglect the word, that's death. If you accept the word, that's life. Okay? You chose your path. Get Jeremiah 8:3, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Fucking
you see that
man.
shit? And you said 8 and 3.
Yeah, Jeremiah 8:3.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 8, verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life.
And that bitch just chose
Death.
death, man. Most of these people, they ain't worried about life. Fuck
this-
them.
and
I
this
don't
is
care
the
about
point.
her or her life. I don't care about her children. I don't care about anything about that woman, man. If you're not about the Lord, okay, whether you a father or mother, we're not going to put a curse on you being a father or mother, but guess what? You going to repent or you going to die.
That's
Period,
man.
man. That's just how it goes.
That's the
okay?
whole point. And that's the shit I don't get. Like, they always say, well, man, y'all out here speaking harsh. First off, the Most High don't make weak men. He says, raise thy voice like a trumpet. But the way she approached, y'all just seen it. She approached, hey, how you doing? Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Did you read the sign? Did you get the information
And
as
she
far
was
as
like
12
looking up
o'clock?
and down. I couldn't tell she was looking at me or the sign.
Yeah.
So instead of saying you checking me out, I was like, you checking out the sign? You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't about me. You know what I'm saying? This is about the truth going out. But see, that's why these women, they're not in the right spirit, man.
No, they're wicked, period, bro. I don't care. And just as would you talk this way to your mother? What the fuck? Bro, we've been out here where my mother is pulled up.
Exactly.
And I still go about the business that the Most High set for me.
That's
I'm not
right,
about
man.
to change up.
But see, that's what these people want, man. They're used to uplifting these damn harlots, and they don't even deserve for you to even hold a door open for them, man.
Hold the door open for me. I'm the prize.
Get Job 21:3. And she talking about I was speaking over her. I was just making sure the brother had the verse ready. That was it. And I was gonna let the damn careless bitch speak again.
Exactly.
Okay, but she wanted to just mock me instantly.
She can't have order. And that's how everything works in life. I don't care. Even with it being in Babylon, there's an order
Yep.
to everything.
Yep, that's right.
This is the book of Job, chapter 21, verse 3. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken my own.
And she didn't even give me that chance, man. She just kept going out the mouth, didn't let me speak at all. She just wanted to be a bitch from jump. She came off humble at first. I knew that shit was a lie. That's what these bitches do, man. A lot of you men, you like to pussy bag and uplift a woman that's committing adultery on you. She don't think about you, okay? You need to man the hell up. We ain't about to change the doctrine over some woman, man. Her ass is walking up the damn street. Okay, here it is. It's your world
Carrying
along
a
with
trash
Esau.
bag.
And you walking, yeah, carrying a trash bag. You probably just got kicked out of your house or kicked out of your man's house for committing adultery, all we know, man. Why? Because that's what these Babylonian women do, okay? You don't know how to shut the fuck up. The Most High gonna shut you up. And that's gonna be a miracle, man, when the Most High melts you fucking bitches, man. And all that beauty turns to fucking hot wax, man. Go ahead.
Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken, mock on.
Touch on Sirach 11 and 7. We'll bring out, I know I said a couple more, but she brought out the spirit.
Yeah, she may piss me off too, man. Like, goddamn, bitch, she's just telling me, hey, you got the verse?
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 7. Slack.
You good.
And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and I spake to her feathers, saying, watch not all at once, sleep everyone in his own place, and watch by course.
Sirach 11.
That's 11, and then there's 7.
Okay, yeah, that's how it is. Read 8. What's 8 say?
Watch not all at once, sleep everyone in his own place, and watch by course. But let the heads be preserved for the last. But let the heads be preserved for the last. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went out of her heads.
Okay, let's get Proverbs 10 and 19. I think that was the second Ezra, but we'll hold that one.
Proverbs 10 and
Proverbs 10 and 19. So I try to keep the spirit rolling.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 19. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise.
So if she would have shut up and let us speak, even if she didn't know nothing, she would have been counted wise for that. But she had to come up here and blabber, and her mind was just everywhere, man.
Now who the fuck says I've been, excuse me, but who the fuck says I've been baptized twice? Bitch, it didn't work the first time. What you going back for?
Exactly.
Like,
What's the
that
whole
makes
point,
sense.
man? What's the whole point? We just talked about that earlier. You got people going to these harlot houses, dipping their head in water like they bobbing for apples, just to come out still defiled and wicked. Because the real baptism is the word. And when John the Baptist was baptizing, he was baptizing Israelites in water to symbolize that's what the word does. It cleanses you. Okay? It's not literal. Okay? So these people are going to these damn churches, dipping their head in fluoridated water.
Pass the pork chop.
Yeah, with Pastor Pork Chop, and the water's full of all sorts of different toxins and shit in there. You take a shower, you take baths, it's the same damn thing. You don't say, well, I've been baptized because I just got out the shower. I've been baptized, I just got out the bath. Okay, it's the same damn thing. You're baptized through the word, man. Okay, read that again, huh?
In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise.
Did she do that?
Hell no. All she did, all she had was, bro, as you said, she tried to appear like she was humble. All she did was walk up, yeah. Slip word, just like every other E. But as soon as you got to trying to inform her and let her know something, nigga, I've been doing it. Well, she didn't say the N-word, but I've been doing this, and you can't tell me I'm headed straight to the top. Bitch, you must got the order reversed, because as far as I've seen, hell, well, not hell, but the lake of fire is at the bottom. It's here in hell, in Babylon.
That's
What the
right.
fuck you mean? You ain't going nowhere.
She gonna be right here simmering it.
It's gonna be a whole wax museum of bitches just like you.
That's right, man.
Sorry, man. It's just that shit, man.
I guess we'll close it with Proverbs 25 and 24. We'll end it there, man. The lesson kind of drifted, but that's good. You know, it's needed because it brought out more scriptures.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 24. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house.
So look, you can have a big ass mansion. If you got a woman that don't know how to shut the fuck up, man, a man in his right mind is gonna say, fuck that, I don't even want to be around her, man. You got guys, they'll work a double shift, get off work, won't even step in the house. They'll just sit in the driveway, smoke a pack of damn Newports, because they know once they step in the door, they woman gonna get them drama, man. Okay, they going through all this stress and all this hell because they live with a brawling woman. So a man will say, you know what? I know I got this big ass house and my woman's in there. I'm gonna chill on the housetop tonight because I ain't trying to deal with that bitch. Okay? That's how annoying a brawling woman is. A woman who just can't be quiet, man. She got this high, delicate voice. The Most High gave you that voice for a reason. There's no authority in a high-pitched voice. He didn't give you that bass because you're not given authority. Okay? Period. Read that again, huh?
It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house.
So you can have, like I said, a big-ass house, man. All the room you want. A woman can get on your nerves so much, she'll just have you feeling like, bitch, you just have the whole house tonight, bitch. I'm going out.
I'm out of here.
I can't do this tonight. I'm getting up with one of the brothers. Or I'm going out to get some drinks at the bar. I'm about to go out to this restaurant and order me a meal by my damn self. Whatever I need to do to get away from you. Because you women don't understand how annoying it is when you don't shut up. You know why it's annoying? Because we can't fucking really do what we're supposed to do to you, man. And what's that? Humble you. Make you shut the fuck up. Put you in your place. And I've never hit a goddamn woman in my life. But I'm going to say this. You're going to get it, man.
But they beg to be eaten.
They beg to be eaten.
They beg to be eaten.
Yeah, they do.
But if me and a brother or any other man, if I get into an equal confrontation with any other man, which is shit, I ain't know, it's happened plenty of times. I'm pretty sure more than likely 80%, 70% that other man ain't gonna call the cops after I fuck him up.
Yeah. But you know what a woman gonna do?
Oh my God,
Yeah, and that's why women gotta know responsibility. I tell my daughter all the time, you know, because she's still young. When you get to the point, if we still here and you get a man, you better not lay no hands on that man. And he can. I tell my daughter this. He can have more than one woman. So be careful the kind of man you get with. If you feel like you don't want a man to get with another woman, you better make sure deep down inside he ain't that kind of man, which I don't see why he wouldn't be. That's just something, it's the truth, man. You got men out here, they talking about how we can have multiple wives, but then they telling their daughter, oh, he got another woman, you need to leave him. The law is the law, man.
You can't switch because of how you feel.
Yeah, exactly, because of how you feel. And I tell her too, don't be trying to overspeak no male. You don't do no shit like that. Period. And you women, you always want to bring in, oh, what about your mom? Don't you have a mother? Nah, bitch, I came into this world
I had
through
some
two homosexuals brought me here.
What the fuck?
Dumb fucking cunt.
Bro.
All right, so we're going to go on ahead and close this lesson out. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakodash. You know, sorry for some of the harsh language, but hey, man, if you in the spirit, you'll deal with it.